We've been told a lot of things about making friends, right? From the earliest stage of our lives. It's like your friends are who you are, birds of the same feather. You should have loyal friends. Your friends should be everything to you. There's so much that we were told, and still yet there's a lot we weren't told about making friends. So if you want to know those little tiny details that are so important, don't go nowhere. Hey you, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I am Sumi and I make videos on lifestyle, stories, discussions, trending issues. Basically, I bring it here and we talk about them. Sometimes there's a bit of beauty, like this pretty face here. Yeah, so yeah, we talk about certain things that could actually affect our lives, motivation. So if that sounds like a kind of thing, if that sounds like something that interests you, then yeah, you are at the right spot. Do make sure to click on the red subscribe button and make sure you click on the post notification bell so you can get alerts whenever I drop a new video. And watch through this video, leave your comments, like this video. Like helps video grow, so I would always appreciate that. And then yeah, of course, at the end of each video, make sure you comment. I would always love to hear your thoughts. Remember that on this channel I learn from you and you learn from me, because we are family. We are family. So yeah, I came today to tell you a lot of things that we weren't told about having friends. Yeah, we were told how to make friends, but we weren't told how to keep them. What are things that we should know that we didn't know? One of them is you get influenced by them. Nobody tells us that you actually do not get influenced by them. I know it's always like you are who you are with, and it's always good to keep good company. Yes, that's a fact. But just because you're with a particular person doesn't mean you have to pick on the character of that person. That is not true. And I feel like we are told otherwise. There are some situations that you might find yourself and you would realize that you put yourself there, not any friend. Because no friend comes, at a gunpoint to just point your head. I'm like, you must do exactly what I do. No, nobody can do that to you. So what you need to do is for you to pick out friends that you're okay with. And if you feel like you have friends that you can help get rid of their bad character or bad habits, then of course you can just help them by talking to them, trying to give them reasons why they should, quit that particular habit. But just because you're friends with a particular kind of person doesn't mean that you have to pick on that person's character. And I feel like we were told differently. I know that we were told differently, but it's not true. Because I have had a certain amount of people in my life that I know that I haven't picked any of their negative character. Now, influence, yeah, only you. When the word influenced comes, it comes in someone was able to convince you. And only you can decide if you want to pick a particular character or a particular habit from someone. With that being said, yeah, I rest my case on that one. Next would be everything is forgiven and forgotten with time. No. There's a lot of times that we watch friendship and you would see friends getting super dirty. A friend would have this horrible character towards the other, or there would be like betrayal. Friend going out with the other person's boyfriend, a friend misbehaving, a friend gossiping behind the other person's back, and then immediately you comes and then there's this smile on their faces like, oh my god, I love you more than everybody in the world. But then there is no loyalty. That is something that I feel like you shouldn't forgive or forget. But anyways, for me, I feel like nobody tells us that there are certain things that you shouldn't tolerate for long. All we are being told, all we were taught while growing up is that learn to forgive and forget. And when you're with your friends, you're supposed to forgive, you're supposed to forget, you're supposed to share. And you start thinking, oh, does that include boyfriend? No, ew, that does not include boyfriend. Sharing is like there's a full stop to where it should start and where it should end. And when it comes to forgiving and forgetting, just because you have been friends with someone for over 10, 15, 30 years, even 50, doesn't mean you can turn your back on that friendship if that friendship turns out to be toxic. If that friendship is all about betrayal, hurt, because there are little hurts that you can forgive, right? Yes, of course. Okay, we had a little quarrel and we said harsh words to ourselves, and then after a few pours we decided to take a break, and then we come back and yeah, we're friends again, yay, of course. But then there is that friendship of deep hurt, like deep betrayal. You actually aided in your friend losing his or her job. Like, come on, how do you ever forgive or forget that? How can you bring that person back in your life? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for that person to actually like you before you leave that toxic friendship? These are things that no one told us. That it's not every act that is forgiven and forgotten. There are certain situations that wakes you up and then you realize that, okay, this is the end of the road for our friendship. Just, it seems like we are not compatible, to be friends anymore. So just go your way and I go mine. And you would realize that perhaps leaving that friendship could be the best thing that could ever happen to you. Like maybe there was a lot of things holding you back in that particular friendship. So yeah, please try not to forgive or forget everything. Of course, you can forgive and forget, but if someone hurts you so deep that you will never see that person with the same eye or love or feeling again, why are you keeping that person beside you? You can forgive but not forget, and you not forgetting could be you putting yourself out of that situation, or should I say taking yourself out of that situation. Yeah. Okay, next step. Next would be being constantly available. We always think that just because we're friends with someone, that person should always be at our beck and call at the exact time that we want them to be and do exactly what we want them to do. Come on now. It's just because you're friends with someone doesn't mean that person have to be always around. Imagine you're having a friend and then you're sad that person is with you, you're happy that person is with you, that person has always been in your life, but then there was this one situation that you needed that person, but then at that time your friend had a job, like a good job opportunity or a great job opportunity that he or she needed to be at. And because sometimes we get selfish, you forget everything that that particular friend has done, and all you expect is for that person to remove themselves from that particular win, because that's a win, to just come and sulk and cry with you. And honestly, I feel like that friend could actually have time to spare for you later, but not at that exact time that you want that friend to be there. And that doesn't make that friend a bad person. It just means that in life, even though you two are friends, there's still time apart. You still have lives, like different lives outside that box of friendship. So we are told that, okay, when you have a friend, you are loyal. And when you mean loyal, it's like you are with that person 24/7, or you're with that person in every situation. That's not how it is. And that's why we have come to a point where at some point we feel entitled to a particular kind of relationship with your friends. For example, you have this friend that you have been so great with, and that friend has shown you a great deal of loyalty. But just because it is your wedding day and something happened and that friend happened not to be there, then all of a sudden that friend is like the worst friend ever. Or you lost someone and that person wasn't there at that particular time. Does that make that person a bad person? Or it is your birthday, yay! And then that person forgot, did not post, there was no data. There's a lot of reasons that person did not post your picture, and that means that person is a bad person. Who said that? Does that make that person a bad friend? No. So we need to have our mind clear, like checked. We need to understand friendship. Yes, there is sacrifice and compromise when it comes to friendship, but not at the sake of your own time, your own happiness, your own being, your own personal issues that you have there. Do not forget, everyone have their own personal issue that they're dealing with. It's not all about you. So do not get selfish in friendship that you feel like, okay, I've given a lot, I need that exact amount in return. That's not how friendship works. In friendship, you just give. Whatever you receive, you take it. If you're not cool with it, then you exit yourself from that relationship. Life is easy. No one should be put in a situation where they have to give more than they can actually remove from themselves to give. Did that make sense? And the next would be expecting to be told everything about your friend or our friend. We were told that, okay, if you tell your friend a secret, then that friend should tell you a secret too in return, like it's a vice versa, truth or dare kind of thing. But yeah, I'm going to use a typical example of movies. We've always seen movies where you have this particular friend and you tell that friend like everything, and it's all green and happy until the end of the video, like the movie. That's not how real life works, just so you know. It is okay if your friend feel like, you put besties, right? It is okay if your friend feel like sharing something with you. Yes, I can share something with you. I can decide on what to share with you. And it is okay for a friend not to feel like sharing a particular thing with you. That doesn't make that friend bad. That doesn't make your friendship like not worthy. It just means that that person just decides, okay, I do not want to talk about this. Not with you, not now, not maybe later. Maybe we were caught off guard. We are friends with this person and the person never told us about a certain development or issue in their life. And then we find that out another way, you know, not from that particular friend. And is it subconsciously or unknowingly or selfishly, we just feel angry towards that friend for not sharing that. Why? Just because we're friends just doesn't mean I have to tell you everything that happens in my life. Everything? Who said that rule? Why do I have to tell you everything about my life? That to the point that if I do not tell you something, you get angry, you get pissed, you go back out there telling somebody, oh, she did not tell me this, or he did not tell me this. Really? About their lives? I feel like at some point, the only time you can get offended if a friend doesn't tell you something is when that thing involves you. Like, girl, I wore this dress. It was looking horrible on me. You didn't tell me. You should have told me. You know? Those are the things that you can call out your friend on. Something that involves you. But then your friend didn't tell you something about them. Like, okay, I have a boyfriend. Maybe I just had a new boyfriend. And she decides, oh, I just had a new girlfriend. Like, it's still getting new. So that's not the time for me to share. It is okay. Allow that person. If you truly are a good friend, you would allow that person to get to that point where they feel comfortable to talk to you about certain issue in their life. You can't be all about your feelings in a relationship that involves two people. It's not all about you. Give your friend space. We are told that it has to be that friend tells you. Okay, someone will tell you, okay, so now that you're saying you're her friend, did she tell you this? Or now that you're saying, dude, he's your friend, did he tell you that? Like, no. What you do when you're being put in a situation like that, the first thing you do is just to turn and be like, why does my friend have to tell me everything about their life? And trust me, you'll shush that person like forever. Because we're getting so entitled that we feel a friend has to tell us everything. Trust me, I have a bestie, but just because my bestie does not tell me some particular details of her life does not make her less of my bestie. Just because there are certain issues in my life that I feel like I'm not ready to share with my friend, or I do not ever want to share with her, does not make me less invested in that friendship. It just means I have my own personal life that I want to keep away from my friendship box. So yeah, those are the few things that I feel like nobody told us before. And yeah, I'm telling you now because I just learned it along the way and the journey of life. And yeah, I hope that you can relate, because I feel like if we should hold on to these things, then our life would be much smoother. We will appreciate the relationships in our life. We would appreciate the friendship in our life better. And you will realize the little things that friends do for you, that you're overlooking because of the little things that they did not share with you. Okay, I'm talking too much now. I'm done. So I would say, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, which I'm sure you did, you learned from it, you were truly informed, you were entertained, then please do give this video a thumbs up. And make sure, if you haven't, to click on the red subscribe button, click on the post notification bell again. Yeah, I'm saying it again, so you can get alerts whenever I upload something new. And let's get social. Follow me on my social media handles displayed here. Thank you very much. So we can get more social. Yeah, and if you have anything, thoughts, opinion on this video, please, I would like to hear your thoughts on the comment section below. I'll say thank you so much for watching again. Until next time, it is Sumi signing out. Bye.